Retrospectives should always be interesting and engaging, so if you are low on ideas for your next one or just need some new perspective, then stay tuned for 5 different sources that I use when I prepare my next retrospective. First up is Myro, one of my favorite online collaboration tools. Myro lets you use some of its features for free, but for our purpose, the free version is more than enough. To get started in Myro, simply click on New Board. And when we create a new board, we are given the option to select one of Myro's templates. And here we can search for retrospective. Let's see what we get. We get 41 results for retrospective, so a lot of different ones to choose from. We have good old classics like for else and start, continue. But we also have pretty nice themed ones. For instance, this one, the festival retrospective. So if you want to use it, just simply click it and use template. And we wait for a sec. And here we have our very own themed festival retrospective. We can use it as it is, or we can customize it in any way that we want. Next up is Easy Retro, a site that focuses on retrospectives. Once again, a paid service with a very decent free plan that we could use for our inspiration purpose. To use Easy Retro, simply click on Add a Board, select Retrospective, and then see that we have 169 templates, so a lot of retrospective, a lot of the classic ones, of course, for else, and also the sailboat. But as an example, let's try Harry Potter. So we just select that, and we give it a name, Harry Potter, set number of votes, and we have a few options here. And we'll just create. And now our Harry Potter retro is ready to go. Number 3 inspiration source is Agile Communities. Sometimes it's just better to ask a friend, colleague or internet stranger for inspiration. There are loads of Agile communities out there, and I have a few good experiences with posting my issues or questions and getting some really good feedback. My personal go-to community is Agile on Reddit, but you will find these communities on most social media and all over the internet. Here you can easily post your questions and almost always get input. And people are quite nice, usually. If you do not wish to submit your own question, you can easily use the search function and search for retro, for instance. And then we get a lot of different results for retrospective and definitely a lot of good inspiration. While it is good to ask a friend for inspiration, it can also be great and very easy to ask an AI friend. AI is everywhere, and now apparently some have even been trained as Agile consultants. In this example, we are using an AI called Your Virtual Agile Advisor by a company called Agilic. It is free and confidential. Let's try to ask it for an adventure-themed retrospective for a co-located team with 8 team members. After waiting for a sec, we can check out the AI's answer, and here we see a very comprehensive, almost guide for how to conduct this adventure-themed retrospective. And of course, we can just use it as it is, or we could also try to ask follow-up questions, make it elaborate on parts or remove parts. So this is a really powerful tool. You can type in any idea or constraint that you have, and just get the AI's help to make a great retrospective. Number 5 is Nitro, another retro-focused website. Calling Nitro free is stretching it a bit, but there is a 30-day free trial that you can use to gather inspiration. To use Nitro, go to Retrospectives and select Templates. And here you can select from a number of templates. I will say that the selection here is not as great as many of the other sites, but I do like the quality, and that's why I put it on the list. So for instance, let's try this one, Egyptian methodology, and we can either customize or just select use template. We just need to give it a name and start the retro. And Nitro will feature this icebreaker question game that you can use to start the retrospective. So you can either skip, but let's for the example just say start the game, and we will draw a card. How do the individual and the collective influence each other? All right, and then we can just keep drawing until we are happy, and we say start the retro, and here we have the retro. Finally, you can also find a few of my favorite retrospectives on this YouTube channel, free for you to check out.